Welcome back, everyone. Last time we saw soccer, this time we're getting into kickball. Let's take a look at the rules. Real quick here for anyone who didn't catch the last video, which was soccer, here's the general outline for both of these sports, how with the merged teams and whatnot. And here are the more specific rules for kickball. What's really important here is that the first game was 7 innings and the second game was 5 innings. That was due to time constraints that we ran into. Apart from that, ball over the fence equals a home run. Where we decided to play, very low likelihood of that happening. I'll just say that right out of the gate. And mound outs, also very important. What that basically means is if the ball gets to the mound, like the pitcher on the mound, before the runner reaches first, then they are out. This is just to balance the game more, make it so you can't just like softly kick it down the third baseline and guaranteed make it every time, you know. And then other than that, it's pretty much everything you would expect. Game 1 of kickball getting underway here, and we've got red and white team versus blue and pink team. These were the teams that were not paired together during soccer, so they're the teams here in game 1 of kickball. As Larry will boot a ball into deep left field, but Nathan will make the running catch, and that'll be 1 out right away. As Tuck up to the plate, also will send it to the outfield, but oh, a nice sliding catch by Brawley. That's 2 quick outs for blue and pink team here. As Aiden will get on base with a single. First hit of the game, and it comes for the red and white team with 2 outs in the first, as Wally will kick it down first baseline, and Howler will go for the peg, and it was a bang play. The call on the field is out. So unless that is decided to be overturned, that will end the inning here, folks. Nathan up to the plate, and he sends one to straightaway center, but Larry makes a nice catch there. That's 1 out. Brawley coming up. Oh, that's kicked a long way, but Tuck, wow, while running backwards, he makes it. That's an impressive catch. Irick, though, will dunk a ball into right field. That will get down for a hit. Apraxia up to the plate. Kicked very high. TK and Larry, oh, they might collide. Oh, and that ball is dropped. And it looks like Irick will round the bases, but oh, not very proactive by the defense there, as they're going to let Irick round the bases and score all the way from first. And that's the first run of the game. As Joseph will, off the camera a bit, but as you can see, the ball bounced off of Tuck, but he was able to collect it still for the catch. But damage done, 1-0 blue-pink. As RCP comes up for red and white here. Oh, Howler with the pump fake gets RCP to slow down a bit to try and avoid the peg, and he just steps on first. That's a veteran move there by Howler. As Grimace will kick that straight up, and Brawley will settle under and make a catch. TK up to the plate. Kick to the right side, and Howler with a running catch. That will retire the side. 3 outs. Howler coming up, and he will kick it up the middle, but RCP will collect it, and he will get the out at first. He could have just stepped on the mound for the mound out, but the out's the out either way. As Aiden will... That's safe. Bobby, because of injury, still wanted to play, so he's kicking but not running. He'll have a pinch runner every time he's up, as King will settle under that kick by Nathan. And Howler did not know how many outs there were, I think. I actually believe someone from the blue-pink dugout was yelling at him to run, so that might have confused him too, as that's a double play. As King waits a long time on that pitch, and it'll work as Howler with a nice diving effort there, but can't quite get to it. Lead off base runner for red and white, and that's fair ball. That's a fair ball. That'll be extra bases as King steams around to third, and Larry will get into second easily. King will not advance home though, so red-white still trails, but big opportunity here as Tuck will send that into right field. And this could be a sacrifice fly. Joseph with the throw home, but not in time. And Larry will advance to third too, because Eirik couldn't come up with it. So now we've got one out and a runner on third for the red and white team, as Aiden will just softly kick it up the middle. That's going to score the run regardless, but there's some controversy over if he was out because the ball got back to the mound potentially before Aiden made it to first. The call, though, is safe. So he'll be safe at first. There's only one out as Wally sends that deep, but Brawley with a nice running catch. Aiden will have to retreat to first as he threatens some movement here, but I think he'll stay, as that'll bring up RCP with 2 outs and a runner on first. Sends that in the air, but oh, Joseph does not come up with it, and Aiden's still advancing to third, and they'll miss him on the peg, but Nathan will be able to recover it so Aiden can't advance home. As Grimace is coming up in a big spot here, but that will be the out and the run does not score. So 2-1 now for the red and white team as blue and pink comes up to bat, or to kick rather. As Brawley will send that deep, that might find the gap. No, it does not. Tuck with a great running catch. Brawley making some good contact every time, but nothing landing, as that won't land for Eirik either. That's 2 quick outs here, as blue-pink needs base runners, because they now trail. Praxia sends that into center, and Larry with the catch. This outfield is not letting anything by the elite defense of Tuck, Larry, and King, as we head to the bottom half, or the top of the fourth. TK sends that in the sky, but it looks like an easy catch, and it will be, as that'll be the first out of the inning. King with an interesting strategy here. He keeps waiting on the pitch to get some better control on it, perhaps, and it's working wonders for him as he'll roll into second easily with a stand-up double. Larry had the double in his last at-bat, and now get down. That's a fair ball. King, though, leisurely running into third here. I think he had to hang back in case it was caught. This might be another sacrifice fly for Tuck, and good effort there by Joe and Howler, but King will make it easily. That's 3-1 now for red and white, as that'll be the third out of the inning off of Aiden sending it to deep right. Blue and pink coming up. Joseph gets under that a little bit. Larry will settle under it and make the catch. Not a whole lot of offense in this game so far, as Howler's coming up. That might land, and it will. Howler will get on base with a single. Much needed base runner for the blue and pink team, as Bobby's coming up with Eirik pinch running. That's straight up though, as TK will settle under that and make the catch. Howler will retreat to first. 2 outs. Nathan coming up. He strategically sends that down the third baseline, and he beats that out with the speed all day. That's runners on first and second now. Big opportunity here for Brawley. That is not going to do it, as King is going to make the catch. No runs across for blue-pink in this inning. Wally coming up. He's hitless today, but that will be a hit. That's his first of the day, as he will make it easily. I think the players are starting to learn that if they want to get on base, they need to keep it close to the ground, as Brawley might have caught that, but it looks like it might have hit grass first. Either way, that's going to be a fielder's choice, because Wally did not know if it was caught or not, so he did not run to second. So they got the out at second, so either way, no difference. As Grimace sends that. Oh, they aren't going to make the catch, but they will get out the out at second, because RCP did not go halfway. As that's kicked deep, but Brawley with a nice running catch, and that one's not going to find the ground. Oh, Eirik tried to place that a little softly, but he got under it, so it was a pop-up. That's 1 out right off the bat. Apraxia with the strategic placement, but not going to be able to beat it out. That's 2 outs very quickly, as Joseph's going to come up, and he will find some outfield grass, as That's a 2-out single for the blue and pink team. Howard coming up, gets under that a bit, and Tuck will settle under it and make the catch. That's 3 outs. We're heading to the top of the 6th, and this is a 3-1 ball game. King, 2 for 2 today. Waiting a long time on this, and that's gonna drop. That's another hit for King. His strategy is working very well. As I'll bring up Larry, who's also having a good day at the plate. But Joseph will make the running catch there. That's a nice play, as that's 1 out. Tuck has had 2 sac flies in this game. He won't be able to have one here, as Eirik will settle under it and make the catch. Aiden's having a good day, and he will do the strategy down the third base line. The defense was not set up for it, and he will make it on base. Wally, though, sends it in the sky, and Brawley will make the catch. That's 3 outs. Red and white not able to add any insurance. Blue-pink need to get some runs. Bobby coming up, Eirik pinch running. Right back to RCP. He does not make the catch, but that will be the out regardless, because there are mound outs. Quick out as Nathan's coming up. Sends it down the third base line. This time he will not make it, it looks like. That's an out. So there's 2 outs. Brawley sends it to straightaway center. Larry makes the catch. We're heading to the top of the 7th, folks. The last inning, unless we go to extras. And RCP's coming up. He will softly kick that and place it where there aren't defenders. So that's a base runner right off the bat, as Grimace is coming up. And that might find grass. It does. RCP steaming to second. That'll be runners on first and second here. TK coming up. Oh, that's... Uh-oh. The base runners aren't moving. Grimace needs to go to second, or it's going to be a double play, but he's not. He's going back to first. And RCP now, for some reason, is going to third when he's already long out. That's 2 outs. That's a double play. That's a disaster. The kick was bad. The base running was worse. As King will place it again. That one is going to get down. Eirik thinks it's foul. TK's going to catch him sleeping here as he's going to advance to third. Larry coming up. Tries to softly kick it in to get an RBI, but it will be caught. So nothing across from red, white again. Last chance for blue and pink team, as Larry will make a nice running catch to start. And that'll bring up Apraxia. Oh, Aiden can't come up with it. He drops the ball. Apraxia's going to make it to first. Much needed base runner for blue-pink. There's only 1 out. Joseph will kick it deep. Larry, though, what a running catch by Larry. And Apraxia will run back to first. Last chance for blue-pink as Howler sends it in the sky. Tuck settles under it. And that's the ball game, folks. 3-1 final. Red and white take it. And this is bad news for blue and pink team, everyone, as red team is putting themselves in a very favorable position in this sports day competition. Game 2 of Kickball, folks. This is a big game. We've got red and pink up against blue and white. The winners and losers were separated by RNG once again, and the results were the same teams we got for Game 1 of soccer, as Larry starts off the game with the nice base hit. Nathan, too. That'll get over Aiden's head, and that'll extend the rally here, as there are still no outs recorded. As Tuck will drive one into center, but Joseph makes the running catch, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Eirik coming up. Oh, that might find the gap, but it does. Oh, Joseph bobbled it, but he did complete the catch. That's a good save by him. as that's 2 outs. Wally coming up. That is a fair ball down the right field line. But there's some conflicting calls on the field, and I think Larry didn't advance home because of that, which is unfortunate for red and pink, but he will end up getting home anyways on this single by Apraxia. RCP cannot complete the peg onto Nathan, so he will also score, and Wally will advance to third. 2-0 game. TK coming up to bat. Gets himself tied up a little bit there, but it did find the ground, but Apraxia was pegged on the way to second, so that'll be fielder's choice, and they'll end the inning. Aiden coming up here, he's been doing very well, and that will continue as he will get on base with a single. RCP now up, and that's a fair ball. That'll be another single. So looks like overall the offense is improving from both teams, although this will be caught by Larry, it looks like. The players are adapting to the metagame here, which is to kick it softly, keep it close to the ground, and Aiden will steam around to score, but RCP will be caught trying to advance to third. He will be out. Joseph, though, will advance to second. That's an RBI for Joe, as Haller will come up. Tuck with a nice running catch, and that'll end the inning. 2-1, red-pink leads. And it's very important for white team in particular that they secure the win here and go 2-0 on the day instead of red team, because if red team ends up going 2-0, they put themselves in a nearly insurmountable lead. Whoa, what a sliding catch by Brawley there as he picks up that ball, and that'll be 2 outs very quickly here. Nathan, though, will find a hit. Might have been able to go 2, but he'll settle for a single there as there's still 2 outs. Too much airtime for Tuck's kicks, as that one will also be caught, and that will end the frame. Grimace coming up. Let's see if Grimace can beat that one out. Not quite. That'll be an out via mound out to start off this half of the inning. King with a perfect average, and that will continue as he finds the outfield grass. Eirik with a really nice play there, almost trying to get the mound out all the way from right field. Aiden will also continue his tear. King and Aiden just really doing a lot of work today in kickball. RCP coming up, and that's a fair ball. He will place it down the left field line, as that seems to be the meta game. Probably trying to do the same, but unfortunately Aiden will get caught, and oh, that's a double play. They're calling out. RCP could not stay on the bag, and that will end this inning. Oh, right back to RCP. Eirik with a rocket up the middle, but that'll be the first out. Wally coming up. Softly places it, but Aiden is able to make the play on it. 2 really quick outs here. Apraxia coming up. And 3 up, 3 down. That will end the inning. Two-two game here. Joseph's coming up. Oh, he kicks that a long way, and that'll go over Eirik's head. That'll easily be extra bases. Eirik needs to get it back in, and he does, but Joseph's going all the way to third. That's a triple. Great kick by Joe there, as that will make it very probable that they score in this inning. And that's going to work. That ball's going to get down. Haller finds an unconventional single, and it'll be an RBI too, as blue and white will take the lead now, up 3-2. Grimace with a nicely placed kick, but the call is safe. Haller was able to duck under the peg and expertly juke out that threat, as Grimace is in trouble here. He's going to be out on the fielder's choice. A couple people are calling interference from the bench because apparently Nathan was blocking Howler accidentally on his way to home. But they're going to let it slide here as it looks like... Yeah, Howler's going to score anyways, so it doesn't end up coming into play. They do get the out on Aiden, though, at first, surprisingly, as Howler very confidently knew he was getting home on that play. RCP will kick it. Oh, that run will not count as he was out via the mound out. He did not bust it out of the box, and that's going to cost the blue-white team a run here. However, they do take a 4-2 lead going into the top of the fourth. TK up to bat. Oh, that ball just completely died. It didn't. The spin just completely stopped it, and he was able to softly kick that down the third base line and get on base to start. It looks like that'll work too. Maybe a bit of a rally getting going here for red and pink, as they trail by 2 runs, but they're runners in first and second with no outs. Larry coming up. Oh, that'll find the gap. That's a great kick. Joe needs to get that back in, but oh, he kicks it way out of... And that's going to score 2 for sure. Larry's going for a triple, and... Wait, he might be able to round all the bases. Where's the ball? And he'll make it all the way. He'll touch them all. As RCP lets Grimace hear it a bit. He's not happy with that play. Larry with the first home run of the day. A 3-run inside the park homer, as Nathan will also get on base now. The offense continues as the red-pink team now leads this game 5-4. That's going to be another out, but Nathan will get back to first. Only 1 out. Irick with the nicely placed single. So their runners on first and second. They really need some outs. Paulie will place that too into the gap, and Nathan's going to steam around home. RCP misses with the aggressive peg attempt, and that'll allow Irick to come in and score 2. That's 2 runs. 7-4. Red and pink is really laying it on thick this inning, as Apraxia will also get a hit here. Runners on the corners now, with only 1 out. TK coming up to bat. Puts a charge into that. That should be able to get the sac fly. Praxia goes back to first, and Wally will easily score. That will put on another run for the red and pink team. It's now 8-4 with 2 outs. Nathan pinch running for Bobby here, but it looks like that'll end this inning as they'll get the out at second easily. However, red and pink puts up a 6 spot, and they now lead this game comfortably. Blue and white have it worked out for them. Brawley really kicked that a long way, but Tuck makes the catch. Let me tell you, folks, if that's not getting out of here, nothing is. That was most likely the hardest kick ball of the day by Brawley, and Joe will also kick one a long way, but it's caught. And Howler will do the same, though that's a really impressive catch by Eric, though. Blue and white have had the life drained out of them here in this game, as that's 3 up and 3 down. We're going top 5. This is the last inning in this game, remember, because this game ended early due to time constraints. Larry will be out. Nathan coming up. Down the left, or the third base line again, as he likes to do, but they will not make the play as the ball goes over Howler's head on the throw. Tuck coming up looking for his first hit of the day, and he'll find it. That will get in the outfield grass. Tuck has gotten a hit today, finally, as he celebrated it on first. Looks like Irick might find one, but they might be able to get the full out at second. The unbiased call by RCP on the field is that Tuck is out, as he will hold Irick, and Nathan will choose not to advance home for some reason. This game is starting to devolve into something unsightly. Wally will drive in another run, and that'll make it a 9-4 game. And Howler catches Irick sleeping at third. I don't know what Eric was doing there, but he was standing off the bag and Howler took advantage. So we're heading to the bottom of the fifth. Last chance for blue and white. Grimace hits that high. Larry will settle under it. And we're actually going to take a quick break here as Bobby has to leave. He's got a flight to catch, so he is saying his goodbyes to everyone. A big thank you to Bobby for coming out and meeting all of us and participating in Sports Day today. Getting back into the game here. King will get yet another hit. He has been elite during Kickball. And so that'll bring up Aiden, who has also been doing quite well. Oh, Eric won't make the catch, but King thought he would, so he's going to be out at second, even though he went halfway, which is the right move. RCP. Looks like that one almost also might be out via fielder's choice, so that'll end the game. 9-4 final here as Red and Pink takes it. Red goes 2-0 on the day, and ladies and gentlemen, that is bad news for the other three teams as Red was already leading the charge. Here's the stat sheet for Kickball. You can pause and take a closer look at these stats if you want. I wouldn't pay much mind to the pitching stats because obviously we weren't like try-hard pitching or anything for this particular sport. But here are the leaderboards. The first four are offensive categories, then a pitching category, and then a fielding category because I felt like that should be represented in some way. And now your players of the game. For game one, I picked King. He went 4 for 4. Got on base every time. He had 3 singles and a double. And for game 2, I went Larry, obviously, because he had the only home run of the day. It scored 3 runs, gave his team the lead from behind. And for both of these guys, I just put great defense because they both just really put on a display in the outfield in both games. Neither of them ever dropped a ball. They were just extremely reliable out there and both just great all day. So congrats to them for receiving this award. And here are the overall points standings after 3 games. Red leads it with 27. White and Pink are tied for second with 18 apiece, and Blue is in last with 15. So what this means is that Blue can no longer win the event. They can no longer get first. However, this event is not over. White and Pink both trail Red team by 9 points. And the last event is basketball, which is an every team for themselves sport. So if White or Pink gets first in basketball while Red gets fourth, they would both have 28 points and a tiebreaker would be forced. So tune in next time for basketball to see if that will happen and see who comes out on top in Sports Day. Thanks for watching. See you next time.